Hi, Miss Amanda.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Miss Amanda.
Hi, guys. Just waiting for everybody to join. Have a lot of people spinning in the waiting room. I'll give them a couple of extra minutes because we started a couple of minutes late because of the meeting converting. All right, we are on page 304 in the language arts textbook. So if everyone can open your book to page 304 in the language arts textbook, please. Page 304. Okay.
Miss, should we write our name in the box, in the chat box, because everyone
You
is
don't have to
waiting?
write in the chat box. Okay. Yes, Reem, what's your question?
I don't have a question.
I can't hear you. Reem, I'm trying to unmute you. Please unmute.
I don't have a question.
Okay, honey, your hand is up. The only reason that I called on you is because your hand was up, but this is why I called on you. So make sure you keep your hand down when you don't have a question, okay? All right, let's get started. We're going to start by taking attendance. Remember, you can unmute yourself, say here, and then mute yourself again, okay? All right, let's start. Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman. Guys, unless I call your name, please do not unmute your mic. Abdurrahman. Okay, Adito.
Here.
Thank you. Basil.
Here.
Thank you. Iad Adil. Iad Adil.
Here.
Thank you. Please, guys, be ready when I call your name so this doesn't take a long time. Iad Tamer. Iad Tamer. Iad Tamer. Hamza.
Here.
Thank you. Muaz.
Here.
Thank you. Muhammad.
Here.
Thank you. Mustafa. Okay, Omar. Omar. Thank you. Tahir.
Here.
Thank you. Wahba.
Here.
Thank you. Yassine? Okay, Yusuf?
Here.
Thank you. Isel?
Here.
Thank you. Sarah?
Here.
Farida? Okay. Jada?
Here.
Thank you. Jenna?
Here.
Jemana?
Here.
Leanne?
Here.
Leela?
Here.
Thank you. And Malik?
Here, son.
Pilar?
Here.
Thank you. Reem?
Here.
Ragmini?
Yes, Miss Amanda.
Thank you. And Tia?
Here.
Thank you so much. Okay. All right. For those who joined late, I have marked you as late. Okay. All right. Okay. One name that did not answer. Yeah, can you unmute your mic?
Yes, Miss Amanda.
I wanted to make sure you are here because when I called your name for attendance, you did not answer.
No, I didn't hear you because there was something in my internet. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, honey. All right. Okay, let's continue and I'm sorry, let's start. Explanatory writing on page 304. Okay, as long as you are prepared and you are ready to read, I'm going to let you read today and I'm going to help explain along the way. Now, you must be prepared when I call on you. I'm going to mute your mics.
Miss, can I read it?
Honey, I'm going to call on people. Don't put your hands up to read. I'm going to call on people to read, okay? And remember, we don't talk across the class. We raise our hand if we have a question. Now, I will call on people to read. As long as you are prepared and ready to read, I will let you read. If we waste time because I'm waiting for you to start, because I'm waiting for you to figure out where we are, because you don't know where we are, then I'm not going to let you guys read. But I'd like to let you read. So please be prepared and ready, okay? All right, explanatory writing. First paragraph, please, Abdurrahman. Hello, Abdurrahman.
Hello, Miss Amanda.
Please read.
Okay. How can animals help people?
What page are you on, Abdurrahman?
304.
In what book?
Text.
Sorry?
Textbook.
Which textbook, honey?
Language art.
This is page 304 that we're looking at right here. Right? Let's double check the page at the bottom. Oh, you're reading in the middle of the page, honey. No, at the top of the page, the first paragraph. Explanatory writing.
Have you ever read directions for making something? This is an example of explanatory writing. Explanatory writing tells how to complete a particular task step by step.
Okay, thank you. So explanatory writing is writing that gives directions and tells you how to do something step by step. Okay? Thank you, Abdurrahman.
You're welcome.
Leanne, can you read the paragraph for us, please?
Sure. Learning from writers. Read the following examples of explanatory writing. What process does the writer explain? What words does the writer use to tell you? The order in which the steps were completed.
Okay, so we are going to read together now a short writing. I want you to be ready to answer two questions when we finish. What is the writer explaining? And what words does he use to put the steps in order for us? Okay? All right. Wahba, first paragraph, please. 1 second, I will assign all the paragraphs so that you guys can read through without interruption. And we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wahba, the first paragraph. Tia, the second paragraph. And Tahir, the last paragraph.
Miss, do I read now?
That's Wahba. Go ahead. Read the title and the first paragraph.
Okay. How can animals help people? Duffy is a dog who is part of a program called Pet Partners. Every week, Duffy and other pet partners go to hospitals and other places. Their job is to help people who are very sick, sad, or lonely feel better. How did Duffy? Okay.
Anyway, that's Tia's paragraph. Hello, Tia.
Hello, Miss Amanda.
Okay, guys, when we're reading something, you guys need to be ready to read. Not stop and say hello and stuff in the middle of the paragraphs. We need to read and stay focused on the reading. I've told you guys this before, okay? Go ahead, Tia, read your paragraph.
How did Duffy get to become a pet partner? It testers put food.
It wasn't.
It wasn't easy. First, Duffy needed to pass many different tests. Testers put food in front of Duffy. They bounced balls in front of him. They even brought in other dogs to distract him. In each case, Duffy had to stay still until his trainer told him it was okay to move.
Tahir, I'm unmuting you. Your turn to read.
Yes.
Guys, I called out the names of the people who were supposed to read the paragraphs.
After Duffy passed all his tests, he needed to be trained. During his training, Duffy learned how to help people. He learned how to be patient with strangers. He learned how to be gentle with young children and very old people. After 4 months of training, Duffy was ready to be a pet partner.
Okay, so what is the writer explaining for us? In this short writing, these 3 paragraphs, what is the writer explaining for us? Wow, I'm very surprised there's only one hand raised. What is the writer explaining for us? Leanne, tell us.
He is explaining ways that animals can help people.
Is that what he's explaining? What is he explaining for us? Jannah?
That's how animals can help people.
Okay, that's not what he's explaining either. Guys, take a look at it again. I'm going to read it for you. Pay attention and tell us what he is explaining. One more answer, Ragmini. Ragmini, you put your hand down. Do you want to answer? You can raise your hand if you want to answer, Ragmini. Ragmini, what is the writing explaining?
He's explaining how Duffy, the dog, became a pet partner.
That's exactly right. Very good. The writer is explaining how Duffy the dog became a pet partner. Okay, let's take a look at the paragraphs again. I'm going to read them this time. I'm going to explain to you as I read. Okay, I want to point out to you where it shows us that they are explaining about Duffy. Okay, so it says, first, the first paragraph introduces us to Duffy. It tells us who Duffy is, so we know who we are reading about. Duffy is a dog who is part of a program called Pet Partners. Every week, Duffy and other pet partners go to hospitals and other places. Their job is to help people who are very sick, sad, or lonely feel better. Okay? The first paragraph is meant to tell us who Duffy is. Okay? The second paragraph starts to explain what the writing is about. How did Duffy get to become a pet partner? This is the sentence that tells us what we're going to talk about. How Duffy became a pet partner. It wasn't easy. First, Duffy needed to pass many different tests. Testers put food in front of Duffy. They bounced balls. They even brought other dogs. In each case, Duffy stayed still. These are the steps that it took for Duffy to become a pet partner. After Duffy passed all his tests, he needed to be trained. Then it explains how he did his training and the steps that they did for the training. After 4 months, Duffy was ready to be a pet partner. So the last two paragraphs explain the steps that Duffy had to go through to become a pet partner. Excellent, Rugmini. Okay, now looking at this writing, which words, remember I told you there are two questions. What does the writer explain? And which words tell you the order in which the steps were completed? Which words in our writing tell us the order in which the steps were completed? Raise your hand if you know which words. Oh wow, I'm surprised. Only one hand again? Okay, Tia, tell us what are the words that help us to put the steps in order?
After.
Okay, after. After is one, correct? Thank you. Muhammad, what's another one?
First.
First, thank you. Very good. Ragmini, what's another one?
After.
Okay, we said after. We said after and we said first. Do you see another one?
Let me have a look.
Actually, we have two afters.
Yes, that's what I said. Two afters.
We have two afters, okay? All right, Malik,
Yes.
another one?
Another one is
Is that all? Is that all of the words?
yeah, I think so.
I think so too. I think you're right, sweetheart. That's all of them, okay? Now, question. The word first and the word after. What type of words are these? What kind of words are these words that we are using to put our events in order? What do we call these words, Edito?
Time order words.
Excellent, that's right. These are called time order words because they help us to put our events in the order and time in which they happen. Thank you very much, okay? All right. If you had your hand raised to answer that question, please lower your hand. All right, on the next page, we have a short explanatory writing written by a student just like you in 4th grade. His name is Jeffrey Thomas. Okay. Guys, I have your hands are up, but I don't have a question out. Can we put our hands down, please? All right. Let's read the writing, Directions to the Bowling Alley.
Yes, Miss Amanda, you unmuted. You asked me to unmute or stay muted.
Honey, I didn't mean to. I hit it by mistake if I did. Okay, let's continue. We will read the paragraph. Directions to the bowling alley. Jemana, how about you read for us?
Okay. To get the bowling alley from school, exit the driveway and turn right onto Cornell Street. At the stop sign, turn left onto Mitchell Street. Follow Mitchell Street past the knitting shops, and then go 3 more blocks. You will see a sign for First National Bank. Turn left at the sign and go past the bank along the gravel driveway. The bowling alley is the big white building. On your right, we will be waiting at the side entrance. It is the entrance with a big blue light over the door.
Okay, so these are the directions that Jeffrey gave.
Hello?
Hello? Someone said hello. Who said hello to me? Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, honey. Okay, so these are the directions that Jeffrey gave to get to the bowling alley. Let's take a look at his directions. First, he says, to get to the bowling alley, exit the driveway and turn right onto Cornell Street. Turn right. What type of word is turn right? What type of words are these? Wahba?
Space order words.
Excellent. Spatial order words. These are spatial order words, right? It tells us where, correct. Okay, all right. Let's continue. At the stop sign, turn left onto Mitchell Street. Do we see spatial order words in this sentence? Does anybody see spatial order words? Raise your hand if you see spatial order words in that sentence. Okay, Ragmini, what are the spatial order words in that sentence?
Turn left.
Excellent. Turn left, right. Turn left tells us where to go. Okay, thank you. Follow Mitchell Street past the knitting shops and then go 3 more blocks. What kind of word is then? What kind of word is then? Mohammed?
Time order word.
That's right. It's a time order word. Excellent.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry, guys, I lost connection for a minute. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. You will see a sign for First National Bank. Turn left at the sign and go past the bank along the gravel driveway. What words in that sentence are either time order or spatial order? Leanne?
Yes. Turn left. The spatial order. Um. Nothing else.
Okay, Leanne, thank you very much. Next sentence. Turn left at the sign and go past. Oh, sorry, is that the one I just read? Leanne, is that the one I read with you? Yes.
Yes.
Right? Okay. The bowling alley is the big white building on your right. Which words are time order or spatial order words in our sentence? Basil?
I think light over,
I'm sorry?
light over.
Light over, what does that mean? That's not the sentence I'm reading.
Okay.
This is the sentence that I'm reading. The bowling alley is the big white building on your right.
Bowling alley.
I can't hear you.
Bowling.
Okay, sweetheart, I'm asking you about time order words or space order words. Time order words tell us when things happen. Space order words tell us where they happen. So which words in this sentence tell us either when something happens or where something happens?
Miss, I cannot say the next word. The time order and what?
Spatial.
So the special order.
Yeah? Which words are spatial order?
Paul.
The bowling alley is the big white building on your right. Which one of those words tells us where or when something happens?
Right.
On your right, okay? On your right is the phrase that tells us where the building is, okay? Thank you. All right, next sentence. We will be waiting at the side entrance. We will be waiting at the side entrance. Time order or spatial order word in our sentence? Hamza? Hello, Hamza.
Hello.
Time order or spatial order word in our sentence? We will be waiting at the side entrance.
Gonna be waiting at the side entrance. Space order.
Which one? Which word?
The sentence I just said.
I'm sorry?
The one I just said.
I can't hear you. Your voice is cutting out for me. What's the word, the spatial order?
The one that you just said. We'll be waiting at the
Which one of the words in the sentence is spatial order?
Oh. Side.
That's correct. Side. It tells us where the entrance is. Thank you. All right. It is the entrance with the blue light over the door. Moaz. Moaz, the last sentence. It is the entrance with the blue light over the door. Time order words or spatial order words in the sentence?
Spatial order.
Which words?
Light.
No, not light. Light's a thing.
Over.
Over what?
The door.
That's right. Over the door tells us where the light is. Very good. Thank you. All right. So let's take a look together. When we do explanatory writing, a good explanatory writing, a writing that is written correctly, tells the reader how to complete a task. It gives the directions in step-by-step logical order. So the directions are written in a step-by-step way so that it's easy and clear for our reader to understand, okay? Provides clear details. Make sure you give them enough information to know what you want them to do, where you want them to do it, when you want them to do it, okay? That's how we use time order and spatial order words to help us write and make our steps clear. Any questions about how we do an explanatory writing? What we need in an explanatory writing? There's a lot of hands up. If you do not have a question about how to write an explanatory writing, please put your hands down. I know some of you had them up to answer. So if your hand is up because you wanted to answer before, please put your hand down. Only hands up now that have questions about explanatory writing. Okay, Tia, what's your question? Hello, Tia. Okay, I'll lower your hand. Muhammad, do you have a question?
Miss Amanda, will we have a project about it?
Yes, we will, but once we finish the unit. We
Okay,
haven't
thank you
finished
so
the unit
much.
yet. We're just starting today, okay?
Okay,
So let's finish
thank you.
explaining and do some examples together, and then we'll make a project, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, honey. All right, so once again, explanatory writing explains how to complete a task. It gives step-by-step instructions, clear details. We want our reader to understand what we are talking about. And we use time order to tell them when to do something and space order to tell them where. These directions make our writing clear, okay? All right, now we're going to go now to page 67A in the practice workbook. Please write in your notebooks today, today's date, which is January 31st, and write features of explanatory writing in your notebook. So you'll know which date in case you want to go back when you do your project and write down information about how to do the project. You might want to go back and watch the lesson explaining explanatory writing. Okay? We will work on explanatory writing every day this week. All right, now in your book on page 67A, remember, in your notebooks, write today's date, January 31st, and features of explanatory writing. This is so you know the date if you need to go back and check videos for information. Okay, on page 67A, again, it explains what a good explanatory writing is. Beneath that, we have a picture of an elephant, and we have a paragraph. Okay, let's see. Let me pick someone to read the paragraph for us. Ragmini, why don't you read for us, please?
Okay. Where are the elephants? Here are directions to the elephant area of the zoo. First, enter the zoo at the pool of sea lions. Stop if you like and watch these wonderful creatures swim and dive. Behind the sea lion pool, they turn to the right. Then, when you reach the snake and turtle displays, turn to your left. In front of you, will be a very large grassy area. At last, you found the elephants.
Okay, thank you, Ragmini. Now, read the
You're
first
welcome.
question for us, please. Let's
Of course.
see. Yusuf, can you read the first question for us? Yusuf, are you ready to read? Read number 1 for us, please, Yusuf. Guys, I need you to be ready. We're going to run out of time. Yusuf, do you have the question ready? Okay, I'll come back. Leanne, read the question for us, please.
Yes.
Can you read the first question? Do you have your book, Leanne?
Yes.
Okay, honey, I need you to read the question. We're going to run out of time.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I can hear the pages flipping. When you're not prepared, tell me that so we don't waste time. Jenna, can you read the first question for us? Letter B.
Yes. Use information from the paragraph to list the animals you would see in order on the way to the elephants.
Okay, so for this question, you guys are going to have to complete this page by yourself because we're going to run out of time now. I cannot stress enough how important it is that everybody be ready to answer with your book, your page open, so that we don't waste time like this every time that we have a question. Thank you, Jenna, for being prepared, but we're going to run out of time and not have time to finish the page. You guys need to complete this page and bring it with you to class tomorrow because we will go over it in class and I will ask you, and I expect everyone to be prepared and everyone to be ready. From now on, I'm going to start jotting down names of students who are not prepared when I call on them. We waste a lot of time waiting for people to find the book, waiting for people to figure out where we are, and this is unacceptable. Okay, I come to teach, you need to be prepared and ready to answer, okay? I will see you guys in the next meeting tomorrow. Your homework assignments are already posted on Smart School. Please come prepared with your books from your weekly plan so that we don't waste time tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.